Alright, 10 minutes late, and to get a different kind of setup, but I wanna keep streaming if I can and stay regular with the streaming, even though school has started for me. I don't know if I'll be able to keep it up, but I'll try to keep it up. And is that going? Yes, it is. And is this here? Well, I'll put that down if we're not, if we're not watching anything in this, in this stream. Man, this is a cool outfit. I can't believe a picrew, maker thing randomly generated that. Ah, cool stuff, cool stuff, cool stuff. Okay, trying to set this up like I usually have it. Here we are. Kai, hi. Hi, Kai. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I'll have to turn this stuff down a little or something, but you almost got in here first. Heck, bye. What is it every time somebody getting in here just slightly quicker on the draw? Well, here I go trying to draw, and okay, we got memes in Discord, and hi Sylvie the Fox, and hi Halden Lindstrom, and let's look at the memes beyond this drawing prompt. I like this drawing prompt. I'm questioning whether I have a style still, but it's good to have a drawing prompt. Wait, if I mute the whole tab, then does it mute the meme as well? What's my volume like, I wonder? Oh my god. Honestly, that's what season 1 felt like, right? This is what season 1 felt like when they were going into the boiling isles. She meets a fairy who wants to eat her skin, and I kept thinking to myself, how did you survive this? Explosions at every turn. They have pain bows in the boiling isles. And you gonna try the drawing prompt too, right? It looks fun. I can't believe okay, I can't believe I'm coughing to death. But also, alright, hey, hi Leviathan. We got the daily meme over here. My family call me stupid. My teachers call me stupid. My classmates call me stupid. But as long as I have my only online friend, I'm happy. Honestly, you're kind of stupid. I have no meaning in life now, but I honestly had to, I started calling people and things stupid, and I had to be walked back from that. Like, that was one of the first childhood lessons that my mom taught me. Don't call other people stupid, because it's a mean word. But then I unlearned it for a second, and I've had to relearn it, because if you love someone, if you value someone, it's not nice to call them stupid as an assignment of their value that they carry with them forever after. And we got we do got the whole gang here. But hi, hello. And okay, did I miss or not miss anything? Sort of. Yeah, the drawing prompt from MangaLuigee is to make select a picrew, hit the randomize button, and then try to draw the resulting character in your style. Okay, aside from the socks up on the one that I picked, it does not look random to me. Maybe I just picked a generator that's too cool, because the outfit, aside from the double gun hand, is looking kind of coordinated. Like, that's kind of r/streetwear up in here. That's still sad that the giant worm in the opening had a single cameo in one fight and then never appeared again. Yeah, only in the finale, season 1 finale with Bellows, right? Honestly, okay, it freaked me out, so I'm glad that I didn't see the creepy thing like a lot more. But it was, even though I don't like things that freak me out in stories, like I don't like to dwell on them a lot, because it causes an emotional reaction in me as art, I have to admit, when it's very effective. And so, I don't know, it's like having spice in your food, right? Have a certain tolerable amount Okay, here we go. Up in this canvas, I've decided to have a dark half and a light half today. What exactly am I doing that makes that that makes this rotate? Was it actually just a mode? Was it some mode in the settings? Okay, where do I want to be drawing this character that has randomly generated and come to life? Right about here, I guess. Right on the border. It's neat to draw things on the border of something. And oh, I almost was saying hi to Boya over here. Is formerly known as Boyo, but we spice it up a little. Boya. Awesome. And yeah, we've got an ocean going on. Kind of an ocean. I mean, I haven't added oceany details, but does that mean that if I start drawing someone in here, then they just have whoever I draw in here is getting a little drowned? I don't know, but I'll try this art prompt and see how this all goes. What kind of thing do I want to do for this? I got a little pose ready. that I want to draw, and okay, things that I missed: the owl house by Ida, places explosives everywhere. They had to like restrain Ida from doing that in the first place, right? In the convention episode with Amity, having that witches duel for the first time, Ida was ready to explode a middle schooler or something, and I like scary stuff, but not like brutal stuff. I don't know. Yeah, it's like I don't really like to dwell on excessive gore and stuff. That kind of thing bugs me, I guess, and so I'm not that much into horror, and yet something like the Owl House with horrifying elements that are not the whole entire thing. I mean, I can kind of get into that, because then it's just like a little bit spicy. Am I fully losing my sense of orientation up in this canvas? Maybe a little. I like horror to an extent, but I don't like seeing someone having their face bashed in with a sledge or anything of the like. Right? I've heard some people appreciate horror movies like that because they marvel at the technical skill. I have trouble remembering that the actors in, I don't know, horrifying things don't actually die. That seems like it should be easy to remember, but I find myself forgetting nevertheless. I'm like, oh, well, it makes sense that there's not a retake of this scene because I clearly saw this person get so exploded and everything. No, that doesn't make sense at all. What kind of twisted clown world would we live in if that were part of acting? If you sign up for acting and you're like, yeah, I guess you can kill me. That seems like something that I want to include in this contract. You're able to kill me. Oh no. We got Darcy Wu up in here. Wait a second. Okay, Darcy's different from Marcy. Wow, I should watch Amphibia. I always hear about people going in there with like the multi-shipping at the end. Is that another show where everyone is such ludicrously close friends that the ships kind of naturally result? Okay, one head length, and we'll have this kind of thing right over in here. Especially anything. Okay, I don't mind horror, but gore makes me incredibly uncomfortable. Kind of ironic since I used to be okay with gore and even used to draw it. Oh, whoa. I don't think I ever had a gore drawing phase. In fact, in order to study anatomy, maybe I'm overdue for a gore phase. But I don't know, people, you have to spend like a long time on a drawing, right? That's part of a drawing. It takes longer than just looking at an image. Okay, other part of this face, and we'll okay, and then I have accidentally started using the color red. Sort of accidentally, only partially accidentally. And we've got a stab intensifying and like the creeping, unfathomable, inescapable, identity warping, maddening kind of stuff you like, actually. Oh my gosh. Some of this stuff, it's like I've read a couple of, maybe just one or two Junji Ito comics, getting into the psychological horror, getting into the stuff that makes you question your nature and be like, oh, in the same scenario, I wouldn't behave the same way, right? Because I'm not the same, and it just makes you question what's horrifying in yourself, kind of gets in your head, that kind of horror. I don't know. I don't know if I can stand it. We got Amphibia's Multi-Shipping Central. Okay, fun. Okay, so you got the role. What do I do for my role? Be dead? Right? It's like, and actors can go into a role and play dead already. They can have that experience, but but it would be even more brutal if it was like, okay, it's your last stop. It's your final destination. Here you are. Here you are on your little acting role. You tried all the other roles, so now we're going to blow you up. That's I've come up with a bad world, a worse world somehow than the one we're currently in, and I'm glad we're not in that one. Woohoo! Yahoo! Yippee! And gotta say your last prayer before my demon best friend stabs me at 15. My goodness. My goodness. You know, it's top advice not to get stabbed, but here's a superstitious type of prayer, indeed. Survive stabbing so healthy, come out healthier after getting stabbed. There's a prayer for you. Amen. Ramen. And okay, so those are, I think those are Korean characters, maybe, but they it totally does look like a little person, huh? I really wish my sleep paralysis demon was a cute girl, but of course I get the creepy tall figure. Just my luck. Yeah, you gotta have utmost confidence in dealing with the sleep paralysis demon, right? You gotta flirt with it anyway, even if it's creeping. You gotta be more creepy than the creep and out creep them, and then you'll stay totally intact. Well, that's a creepy phrasing. That's the worst phrasing I could have found. Darcy Wu, huh? I don't know. I think I've only heard of Marcy, so now I'm looking stuff up. I want to be in the loop. What's going on with this stuff? What's going on with this stuff? Oh, like, oh, okay. The possessed version, indeed. Honestly, haven't even seen the show, but that's a really cool design. Wow. Okay, and going in, going out. Let's zoom out just slightly. Everyone is doing their thing. There's you've drawn a birthday boy kind of thing going on in here. What? Oh my gosh. Is it actually your birthday, Hegpie? That's if it is, happy birthday, and if it's not, also happy birthday, because I don't know, we'll get you eventually. Happy birthday. Woohoo. Yippee. I started sort of butchering saying yippee just a little because, I don't know, it entered my vocabulary yet again. And so for like the past 1.5 weeks, I have been saying variations on yippee, kind of unironically. I'll say unironically, yeah. And I don't know, at some point you just gotta start destroying your things that you're saying verbally. Okay, and do my measurements up in here because I have one of those and another of those. So it's actually, I'm drawing a bit of a crunched up pose. And what am I missing in the chat? Oh yeah, random thing. I finished a drawing earlier that I'm really proud of since I had to finish it in a deadline because of school. Surprisingly, didn't procrastinate this much this time. Whoa. Hey, cheers to not procrastinating, actually getting something done. I mean, it's I have to personally, I have to learn to value myself, even when I'm, doing the involuntary procrastinating thing. I have to learn about that. But it's so satisfying when something goes as according to plan. Oh, hi Froggy3, and you're getting old or something. Wait, but then you've turned 22. That's I almost want to be like, people younger than me are not allowed to call themselves old, but I have to respect that is the oldest you've ever been before. Every day is technically the oldest you've ever been ever before. That kind of thing. Okay, so it's actually a birthday going on in here. Wow, I've gotten all over the place with this stuff, but happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Heggy Fresh. Happy birthday to you. It's a whole song now. I say as if that's just a song that I came up with and not the ancient chant, which goes on every single time. You're now 1 year closer to dying. I don't know. Gotta count every single day, I suppose. I'm sort of drawing all of these limbs in different colors just a little bit. Okay, and then where does this upper arm end? It actually ends just a little bit like this. Wow, the angles are messing with me. Will I be able to do it? And hey, what up, peeps, and happy birthday, Hegby. Whoa, 22. Oh my gosh, going into it. And also proper hello. A proper hello to you, Chainsaw Maniac. Well, as I scoot in slightly more, I'm drawing from a reference picture, but even with a reference picture, you can still get a little confused in the world and in the life. Okay, wow, in this reference picture, most of the arm is hidden. Most of the arm is hidden behind the leg, and it's just sort of curled up on there. We can come in here with some orange. The ancient birthday ritual indeed. We shall sacrifice you to the birthday gods. We're doing this for the time being, right? And for the time being is a phrase that is meant to mean you're doing this just for now. For the time being now, I guess it's just a partial phrase. I've never thought about where that phrase comes from, for the time being. But I mean, every time I hear it, because we don't really use words exactly like that, every time I hear the phrase for the time being, I imagine that there's some kind of creature. Perhaps a person, some kind of being. And that's why we're doing this. It sounds like some sort of deity that you are getting sacrificed to, perhaps on a birthday. And there's capitalism and copyright. Wait, have I sang a copyrighted song? Okay, I mean, if you sing your own covers, then they won't get copyright stricken. And so if you learn how to sing just a little, then that's an unlimited amount of music, just free music that you can have. I mean, sort of free music. You're paying for your own labor because you're doing it. But that's my motivation for learning more skills usually, is because I want it to be free. I want it to happen for free. And oh, did I miss a goodbye to Froggy3? Well, I guess so, but a late goodbye anyway. And this funny thing happened today. My friend found this large jug that had a bit of gasoline in it. He washed it, lost it while playing poker, and that was good since he liked hitting people with it. What? That's isn't that like the solution to anybody being mildly annoying and hitting people with a large jug of gasoline. You gotta make them lose a game of poker. And everyone knows that when you lose a game of poker or anything, you get somebody gambling, it takes away their power. There's like some folklore about that, I think. There's blood for the blood god, and egg is the freshest. My mom actually picked some pumpkin leaves that she's trying to grow. She's trying to actually grow a pumpkin in time for Halloween holiday. I've carved some good pumpkins in the past, but I think the best pumpkin decoration kind of thing is when you straight up draw on it. Just put on with some marker or something like that. Oh, I think I carved a hootie pumpkin, and so then there's a candle inside of the pumpkin lighting up the hootie eyes. that must have been last year or maybe the year before that, but that was a good concept for one. Lit up with a candle with the with the sacrifice talk in the chat, and you're one of the birthday gods? My goodness, we've got more than one esteemed guest up in this chat. A birthday haver, a birthday god, a sacrificial sort of cake, it seems. As I go around drawing things, has a Darcy Wu been pasted in the corner? That's what it looks like. I have not gotten the hang of this new setup on my new desk type of thing just yet, but I guess I just pretend that I have. Okay, so I guess I want to move this down, and are we grandpa-ing around? It's like I'm adjusting to this setup and adjusting to being back in classes for the first time since starting this whole streaming thing. Lots of things to adjust to. Does it let me make a new layer, or does it not let me make a new layer? Okay, all the layers right on top of each other, all nice style. So we've got some pretty severe type of hair going on in here. Severe type of hair. And it was probably a horrible idea for me to introduce epithet race to my family, because sometimes I'll randomly mention Zora Salazar, and they'll go, oh crap, he's talking about her again. Is it better or worse when your family members can't identify the character you're currently obsessed with? I'm not sure. Not sure if it's better or worse. And what kind of hair do I want to have in here? I guess I'm drawing things up in white, and and as always, it is a free draw type of thing as we make this just a little bit fainter. Okay, and I don't want to be in the selection mode anymore. And you're getting people around the same age. Things to be, things to do, things to talk about. Every time I hit like a birthday, I have to wonder if I'm spending my time right. There's like, do the existential crises just stack up? Do they stack up as the years stack up? My dad takes a very casual approach to his birthdays, at least. My dad does not know what year he is. He has to like calculate his birth year and then double check what he's turning. Feels like I have aged 79 and a half years in the span of 2 weeks. A long couple of weeks, yeah. Over here I'm like losing sleep as I try to get into, it's only online classes, and it's nothing too severe, I think. Nothing too severe, but it's still an adjustment, I guess. And so happy birthdays in there, and wow. I the thing on my mind today. I mean, I've got an actual reference picture in the pure ref for once, instead of the stream message. But it's like, but wow, did I lose my train of thought in the middle of saying a sentence? It's not like anything. It's like I start a sentence and then finish the sentence the way I wanted to start and finish the sentence. The the policy of whatever topic you want is the topic of discussion. That still stands. I just have a picture now. I just have a picture blocking this stuff as I try out this little art challenge. I guess I'll start with a face. Like, what kind of what kind of lines do I want to draw for this face? I've started drawing just a little bit small yet again. I guess we can go for a 2-pixel sort of brush. And every year I'm having a full midlife crisis. Wow. It's like, if we have some crises on purpose, can we make them less severe? Okay. I'm gonna zoom all the way in, I think, and give myself the maximum amount of canvas for this drawing idea. In fact, as a matter of fact, it's kind of funny that as a matter of fact became just a regular phrase. It doesn't even happen when people are talking about facts. We got Sylvie the Fox in here with, my mom isn't good at remembering character names, I think, so I just refer to Sylvie from Epithet Race with Nerd when I talk about him to my mom. That's fun stuff. I do try to, when I'm trying to get someone into a story that they're not familiar with, but I'm having a moment about, like I'm really into it, I'll do the same thing, right? Just list some traits, list some story things to make it more familiar, more identifiable, so that the names don't all blend together. Okay, and we get this kind of face thing going on in here. Just a little bit of chin. Woohoo. Hey, I'm taking a math class this semester, and the teacher and I guess in community college or whatnot, or college, some people will get a little picky about being called teacher or professor. They'll be like, don't call me a teacher, you're not a little child anymore, call me a professor. I don't know, not everyone makes a stink about it, but some people do, and it only takes one person, one professor, getting up in arms about it to make me, I don't know, wary of it for the rest of time. We got birthdays are alright if only there were no quests, no having to accept presents, and not having to feel the guilt and shame of making people bother to make a meal for you, right? I mean, but if they want to, then they want to. At a certain point, definitely at a certain point, I realized that birthdays can, when you're older, birthdays can start to be about other people. So like the loved ones in your life want to feel like they're doing a good job, and you have to, I don't know, smile at them and be like, yes, you are doing a good job, do not worry, you're doing fine, you're doing good. As I try to draw this little face, and I just remembered how I would have a life crisis when I was like 5 while my mom would be blowing my hair. It was always a little silly, I guess. Well, never too early for a little crisis. You can have a crisis about different things every single time. But then I don't feel guilty for that. More of a general, the clock keeps ticking, my time is finite. Yes. Yeah! And we got, Starfruit or Rainstar up in here. Hey, Rainstar. I'm back after my trip, and hello. And I can't see the profile picture entirely, but it's looking pretty good, I think. Looking pretty good from this distance. And oh, sobbing individual too. Hey. got in here. I've got a partially dark canvas up on this group draw, and I'm doing a a little art challenge where we pick a random picrew and try to draw the character that it randomly generates in our art style. But it's got me questioning. It's got me absolutely questioning. Do I have an art style? I have no idea. I truly, really have no idea. But I'll just try to do that anyway. What would I want from an art style? What are some art things that I've tried in the past that I still like? And and it is Heck Pie's birthday in here, so we're on the birthday discussion topic. The most awkward thing during your birthday is when your classmates sing a song for you, while you're just standing there and not knowing what to react. I guess if I have a child, I gotta teach him how to dance. Yeah, of course you gotta teach him the regular stuff, the language stuff, but I feel like if you just start emoting in any situation, then you're just vibing, and then other people can just react to your dance, and it's a response that can dispel the awkwardness. Like if people are singing to you, it's a good response to bust a move if you're gonna be the center of attention anyway, right? Maybe indeed. Okay, so for past drawings, I have liked, I don't know, big thick eyelashes. I did a drawing one time that turned out good like that. And Halden Lindstrom is out here with birthdays don't have to be about other people. I see them as opportunities to convince people you like to spend time with you. I guess that is another way to see it. Like, it's an event. You don't get to see people all the time as you start drifting apart in life. And so a birthday can be an opportunity to be like, get back here. It's been so long since I've seen you. Get back here. The only thing I want for my birthdays is to spend some time with loved ones for a couple hours, and then everyone needs to leave me alone so I can animate and draw. Whoa! The grind never stops. That's honestly something that tears me up about wanting to pursue creative things. It's like, it really seems like you're absolutely gonna get better results if you tell your family and loved ones to leave you alone for a set amount of hours. But also I'm deeply aware that every second we're on Earth, we're all dying, and like the time is ticking down. That's a bit of a grim thing to say, but even if it's grim, if it's depressing, I guess that doesn't make it any less true. And I just it's I'm torn between doing things that will be fulfilling and build a future for myself, and then spending just 1 minute more with the people. I think my art style is high, since it looks completely different from how it looked 2 to 3 months ago. Oh, exciting. And what outfits would you most likely to be in when you're doing karate? Draw your answer. Ooh, fun stuff. I am slow at drawing, but I don't know. So if you're doing karate, something like that, it's because you are in a situation where you gotta fight, right? I'm assuming that we can rule out the normal situation. We can rule out you're in a class. I've been in a karate class before. I mean, not long enough to know how to pronounce it, but long enough to almost kick another kid right in the face. And they told me to, I don't know, aim a little different with my high kicks. Okay, as I try to get in here with the eyes. Do I want to adjust the eyebrows? Yeah, maybe. Like, I'm looking at this picrew. It's fine, it's cool, it's nice. But I can still make the eyebrows look a little bit more like eyebrows. Where are we going with this stuff? how I figured out my art style is pick a bunch of art styles I like and take a thing I like from each one. Mine's a combination of Dragon Ball Z, DC Comics, animations, and a bit of Naruto and my own flair. Fun stuff. Oh, just a silly little guy. It feels like it's been a minute. I mean, probably because I went on a trip or something, but I mean, hi there. Hi to you. 3 a.m.? Why is it 3 a.m.? Cease immediately. What? What? And we got career versus the people you love is literally the hardest question in so many people's lives. And then it got worse after I saw the movie Tick Tick Boom, where an obsessed artist dedicates his life to something, and also it's not really working out. He's making so many sacrifices in order to have just one chance at success. There's this obsessed artist story, and then it's set in the AIDS crisis, so people around him start literally dying as he makes excuses not to hang out with them, and that messed me up for like a couple of days. That had me start crying outright. That might have been one of the last movies to make me cry. I just got into my head, and we got scrolling back a little. Usually when I decide to throw pixels around, right? Pixel art is good stuff. If I start drawing small enough, it's almost pixel art. I want to try it more often. And okay, so you're at the airport currently? Because I was like, wait a second. This is the same time that I've been streaming every time. Has it been 3 a.m. every time? Have I been harmful? But oh, yeah, traveling around. And this is something that can be cured. Travel. It can stop, and I got too much free time, and that's kind of the only reason I draw. I like drawing, and it feels like I'm not a random unemployed child. It's like, as a child, you're supposed to be learning and I guess deciding what kind of life you want to have, getting skills that'll help you when you're released from child status. Well, that's a weird way to describe growing up. Supposed to be getting the skills or whatever, except you're also not supposed to feel guilty for being unemployed. But also, I remember feeling very much guilty for being unemployed. It's a very silly way to be. Very silly way to be indeed. Okay, which layer am I on? I'm on this one now. As I make things just a little bit fainter. Going. 3 a.m. for you too. What the heck? Being a bad influence indeed. Ooh. Is it time to zoom out and check out the rest of the canvas as I try this art challenge? Maybe it could be time. It could indeed be time. As I try to see what kind of art style I have. It's like I've had inspiration from so many art styles. Okay. I think it's time to zoom out a little more. Oh yeah, it says read the chat. Read the chat. Sorry, I've been gone. You've been on vacation. Me as well. Okay, going over. I totally missed a whole bunch, but let's zoom all the way out. Hello, Darcy Woo. You're all possessed and things. Do they actually call her that in the show? Oh my gosh. Getting some detailed sort of drawings up in here. Fun stuff. Wow. Zoom in a little here and pay my respects to the Darcy as well. I mean, what? I guess it's a birthday. So okay, would this be on a larger layer or a other layer? I'm just trying to move it on up so I can I don't know, just add a little cupcake, I guess. If it sucks too bad, I can remove it. But Darcy Woo, you've shown up at the birthday celebration. There you go. Wow. I've absolutely missed every single thing. Absolutely missed every single thing as we go on down in here. Devastating movie. Okay, so I'm not the only one who's seen it. and and we've got some August. Is that a August birthday? Oh, 2036, huh? And going around here, and I don't think I have my own art style or like a trademark, but my friends usually spot my drawing. I think maybe, boy, the way you draw eyes is slightly recognizable. Okay, it's not the same every time, so how can I even say that? The way you use lines, something. I wish I could put it into words a little more. We got don't like airports, and we got, can I see it? Oh, canvas tour. Oh yeah, I totally missed that. Yeah, we're just in here. I guess I will leave it zoomed out for a minute. I always get so much I don't know, so much focused on one little thing. So focused on one little thing, honestly. And and we got the random words you make up while somehow forgetting existing ones. The brain fires off in unexpected ways, and and we want to destroy airports a little. It's kind of funny with airport security in the United States or whatever. Growing up, my mom always told me not to say hi to someone named Jack because hijacking a plane is a big serious crime, so you don't say hi to anyone named Jack in an airport. And just, I don't know, it starts to feel like it's in the realm of superstition. Okay, I didn't leave a big lightsaber on anyone, did I? Okay, that's not mine. That's, you want the world to end before you're 18? I've really needed to see some like positive posts about aging and getting older, like people in their 30s and 40s and so on being like, yeah, I get to do more of what I want now, and I know more of who I am, and I just make my life how I want it to be without having to listen to other people. So that's sort of a positive way to think of it, despite the inevitable, incredible, very valid fears. How will you survive? is a type of fear, but I don't know. It's good to consider. How far back in the chat am I? I miss saying a goodbye. Up in here to just a little guy going all over this stuff. It's good to minimize your art style references to 2 or 3 because it can be overwhelming to grab something from everything, right? It's my types of inspiration are probably way too varied. Okay, as I want to go in here with the little drawings and stuff and have this kind of thing. What kind of a hat? Is this a hat that maybe those South Park characters have or something? Okay, and I recognize my art style a little more now since I draw scribbles above my noses now. Well, that's adorable. That's adorable. Okay, wait, I don't know if that's intended to be adorable. If it's not intended to be adorable, sorry for calling it adorable, but it seems like a nice thought. Okay, what kind of fuzzy thing do I want to draw in here? It's good character design, I think, to give them a hat. It's a real big distinctive shape, and I don't think I have an art style either. Also, happy birthday! You're now the same age. Whoa! Wild twins. It's kind of neat to know. Like not gonna lie, I got kind of alarmed when it seemed like everyone in the chat was saying they were 11 or something, because I was like, wait a second, is that even allowed? I'm glad there's sort of a group of similarly aged people to me all up in here. And we got, well, You do have your own flair to your drawings. That's how we recognize it. Totally, 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 totally. Okay. And then what kind of shape does a hat have as I try to draw this little picture up in here? This little picture up in here. Okay. Yeah, definitely like that. I mean, I haven't really seen one of these hats in real life, so it's tough to tell. And we got... Your profile picture is cracking me up. Yeah, every single time. Bald loose up in here. And we got, yeah, it was made to be a cute little distinctive part of my art style now. I originally only did the scribbles for my chibi style. That's fun stuff. I think so much of art style is like finding your preferences, right? Finding your preferences and what you prefer and what you think looks cool and good. And I think lately I've kind of been getting caught up on what I can use from an art style. That's a little bit cynical. Maybe I should start with preferences and not worry about what's practical until, I don't know, I get something a little detailed. I don't know. And is there a wide Marcy Wu in here? What? Oh my gosh. Funny true story, 9 years ago, my city was in pure panic and chaos because somebody was calling out for his daughter, Jonah May, which sounds like tsunami. Oh my gosh. It's so hard to come up with a name, right? So hard to come up with a name, I think. You have to apparently find a name that does not cause panic when you shout it out, when you've lost track of whoever it is. Wow. Okay, and so we got a little bit of hair going on in here, and various things going on. And woo. People assume I'm stupid because I'm 13. It's aggravating. Is it... Okay, it's probably not reassuring to think that one day you'll be on the other side of that age, because one day really can't come soon enough. That's... Okay, what makes people think that you're smarter when you're 13? I had a phase where I started imitating data from Star Trek and using slightly longer words and speaking kind of emotionlessly, and now I recognize that people were not sure how to react to that, but the way they said that at the moment was like, oh, you're such a thoughtful little child. So there's ways to counteract, I don't know, perceived people's perception of you. That's kind of complicated, but wishing you the best of luck. Must tie up the loose ends, so high up is the moon. Now goodbye, my friends, I'll see you very soon. Missed a whole goodbye poem. I gotta be fast. I gotta go faster. Well, late goodbye to you, Leviathan. And by panic, I meant like zombie apocalypse type panic. There were random slippers left on the road. Whoa. I mean, I hope everyone got to high ground, but that's a really involuntary kind of panic drill. Oh no. And we got random fact. I drew my profile pic. The little silly in my profile pic is one of my many OCs. His name is Sylvie, and he's made to be an epithet erase self-insert. Oh, nice. I really want to draw a new profile picture for myself sometime. It's something I want to do. And we got taller versus shorter versus it's It's honestly so disrespectful when people are taller than me. I can't handle it. Where's your face at? I can't stand this. But also I can't stop people from being taller than me because I'm like 5'4". I'm like, how much is that in meters? I'm like not that heightful. Not that heightful. Okay, drawing another Inuyasha because it isn't a drawing stream unless I do that, right? Gotta feed the obsession. Hey, what's up, guys? Wonderful, wonderful screen name as always. As I try to draw a little nose up in here, I had put it a little bit too high to begin with. So let's put it just a little bit lower now as I go through here. And there is a wide Marcy. Oh my god, wait, that's at the top. That's over at the top. Let's do a little canvas tour in a moment as I try to go through these things. Okay, and which layer? Okay, now I've separated my layers, all complicated like. It's all complication up in here. Do I have more than one going on? I do. Huh. Totally lost track of that. Okay. Because I went like all the way up to the middle. I don't know, maybe I can take it back down or something. That's got a high, I'm 6'2" and a bye. That okay, the placement of that goodbye, it's probably a normal goodbye, but it makes it sound like you're avoiding people who are 6'2". How do you cope? How do you cope with being taller than shower heads? That's the most common complaint about being tall that I hear about. But I don't know, it's supposed to be balanced out by tall people getting paid more on average, so I don't know. Hopefully one day you will be able to dry any tears, any troubles you may have, dry that up with money. So we have indeed we have a wide Marcy, the widest Marcy that we can possibly fathom, all warped into another dimension. We have birthday wishes, and are we getting in on the second canvas with a Spider-Punk? I keep seeing Spider-Punk fan art, and it keeps being so good. This character inspiring people, and I full on discuss politics with you. I feel foolish somehow. Nah. That's like the opposite of what's going on, right? Earlier, the complaint was people treating an individual as if you're stupid, but I don't know, to treat them as an equal by discussing politics is the unstupid. Wow. In trying to discuss the unstupid, I reveal myself as the stupid. I'm so sorry. Everyone in here has -2 brain cells from mere exposure to me, for I have exposed you to the stupid. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's go. In here, going up in here. I'm 5'5", and one of my friends calls me Gremlin, so I'm basically a short chaos creature. No, you're like a full inch taller than me. Why is the whole world taller than me, and I have to learn how to wear tall shoes? And all of this for tall people is so uncomfortable to sit on the bus with standard size seats. Things are made for like an average, and so if you just go on growing a little more, it gets real uncomfortable real fast. Okay, I'm just now realizing I had a political discussion with an adult. Well, this is a good sign, right? Maybe? I don't know. I'm trying to say that you can seem smart anytime you want, and then if someone doesn't see it, it's not because of some objective fact about you. It's because they are blind. It's because they are blind to your smartness. Let's go around the canvas. Appreciate a Spider-Punk. Appreciate maturity on the planet Earth. I don't know. It's is definitely an old person thing to say. Don't feel pressured to mature too fast. Um, but I feel the urge to say it nonetheless. Don't feel pressure in the world. Feel free. Well, that was my least convincing line delivery. And also, you keep doing these detailed drawings at only 13. Okay, people probably say that to you already, but wow. Wow and incredible. And that's really cool stuff. And let's see all of these things. Is this just fully pasted in among us? Among us indeed. Your tablet isn't worming? I'm so sorry to hear this as we go through here. And the Wide Marcy is over. Yeah, I got to see the Wide Marcy earlier. Got to have a Wide Marcy moment. What will she do? Widely, this is Among Us Marcy, isn't it? Among Us Marcy. Having a Marcy moment up in here. The maximum amount of Marcy moments. I hope to one day become one of those guys who always does finger guides known as being Giovanni Pottage from Epithet Race. I need more context on what that means. Charles, but also about this specifically, I've said several things in a row now. Now. I'm glad one of them was right, but I don't know what it was anymore as I try to draw a hat and read the chat. And I hope your tablet starts worming again soon. We've all got to have a little love in our lives. And more importantly, more specifically, a little worm. I used to have pet worms. I used to have a box of dirt in the kitchen, and it was called a worm farm, and I farmed worms in there. I mean, I say I farmed worms. That makes it seem as if I don't know, made more of them, or they made more of themselves or something like that. None of that happened. They just died. I had the pets and they all died. Yep, I don't know, something happened. I still don't know what exactly happened. And they started, I don't know, disassociating to death. They started dissolving as little worms. That's a bad way for any pet to go out. The don't grow up too fast thing was based. Let's all be based on the planet Earth. No, okay, wow, that's a sequence of words that came out of my mouth, and now that it came out of my mouth, I've decided I don't like it. But yeah, not growing up too fast. I don't know, it's tough to. I know that when I was younger, I definitely had trouble hearing that kind of message because I was all like, well, what if I'm not where I want to be in life? What if I actually do need to grow up as fast as possible? But at the same time, I guess seeing a couple of little messages like that helped a little bit because it's an angsty time. I don't know, being a teenager or whatever. It's an angsty time, and you need any excuse to chill out, I think. Just chill out. Chill, as we draw one covered eye, and we go up in here. And I'm so horrible at spelling, but you know those kind of people who always do finger guns for no reason. Oh, I want to be one of those guys. Oh, that's great. Never too early to start gunning it. Yeah, at some point I started doing that, partially I think because I became reliant on emojis and talking in text, and then I didn't want to become a louder person in face-to-face conversations, and so I'm always trying to compensate for a lack of emojis when I'm face-to-face. I'm always going like thumbs up and everything. Whoa. All of that kind of stuff. And it totally is a slight bi stereotype, but I feel like the the bisexual community started claiming so many things as as a stereotype. It's like I popped over to, I don't know, the subreddits for bi memes and whatnot, and it's all going like, you like lemon bars and you cuff your jeans, and I'm like, that's pretty specific, but yeah, I'll do those. Who doesn't like lemon bars? And the context behind the Giovanni part. So there's this character in Epithet Erased called Giovanni Potage, and he always does finger guns for some reason. Oh, kind of a signature move. Sequence of words going on in here, and I love Epithet Erased so much. I think I did an animatic for it back in the day. Fun. I think it's a bi thing since Giovanni is also bi. Oh, nice. That's a little bit of representation going on in there. I mean, I've heard a little bit about Epithet Erased. It's free on YouTube, right? Kind of want to watch it or listen to it or interact with it in some way. Do I have the kind of details that I want to have in here? I'm not sure. I'm always studying and imitating other art styles. It's tough to tell what my own preferences are for art. Let's get in here with a little mouth, just like that. And found a fellow fan and Red Dead finger guns. Yeah, that would be a funnier way to do finger guns. Pretend you're a cowboy and do the quick draw like you're in a standoff like that. Okay, going this way, going that way, drawing another fluff ball for this little hat. Do I have an art style? I don't know, but you don't need to figure out everything. Hello, loud sound. You don't need to figure out everything about your art style and yourself all at once. As we go into this stuff. Oh no. I thought I had gotten this stuff to work pretty well, but a little lag shall happen. A little lag shall happen to me. And all of this. And Giovanni is so me. I'm also a guy who wants to be evil so bad. That's honestly a fun kind of characterization. I think the appeal of evil characters or something, characters that are, okay, there's like definitely different degrees of evil characters, but I don't know, the ones that are just trying to misbehave just a little bit, I think the appeal of that type of character is like, what if somebody saw that you were being imperfect, that you were being, I don't know, messy, and still you were appealing? Okay, wait, is that evil characters in general, or is that the appeal of enemies to lovers? This is two different things up in here. You have to pay a vast antivirus to update your drivers. But wait, is that real, or did you get viruses? Oh my gosh, I hope it's going okay. It totally shouldn't. I don't know. I think most tablets don't make you pay to use them. That would be worth a call out post in the art community, right? I mean, okay, that doesn't assure that I would have heard of it, but oh my gosh, it's quite the situation. Oh, good night to you, boyo, and thank you for stopping by. Let's do one last zoom out in this session as we go into different characters and such. Different characters. It's been a fun sort of drawing session, in here. And in the chat we got Sylvie is also the only reason I started the show. He and I have the same name pronunciation. So I was like, he's so me as well. and made this entire joke thing where I'm Sylvie and Geo in one. Seems like a fun way. To interact with the characters and such. I've gotten like part way through drawing this. I don't know, character that was technically randomly generated, but so far I think maybe I like the picrew style better than my style. Okay. The buys, the double goodbyes, and the sweet dreams. Sweet dreams to you, boyo. I keep getting desynchronized in Assassin's Creed. It's making my blood boil. Time to snooze. Definitely. That's the opposite of the "Are you winning, son?" meme, I guess. Noticing that you are not winning. That's okay. Let's go way up in here. How much hair am I gonna draw? I am not quite sure yet. Not quite sure how much hair. As I draw something very, 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 very small indeed. Something very small. Okay. All of this stuff powered by soup characters up in the chat as we try to get the... Okay, on the fourth canvas I can slightly see art being created entirely out of Marcy Wu's. That's kind of incredible. By the way, where's the picrew challenge thing? Oh yeah, that's over in the Discord. We got the games and prompts, and and this one's started by MangaLuigee. Yeah, anybody can start a game or something. It seems that I have somewhat abandoned the game that was going on around the time I got tired for chat. Well, game, sort of a story game. Wait, how did I have this all expanded earlier? Let me in. Let me back in. But yeah, it's over in the Discord, over in here. Yeah, it's basically just hit random for something in picrew and then see how that character looks in your style kind of thing, and fun stuff in there. And I so far I definitely like this picrew style more than my actual art style, which means that I could learn from it. I could definitely learn from it, but I don't know, you just gotta be brave. And by you, I mean me specifically. Yeah, people in general should be brave when they can be brave, but that's the journey that I'm on right now. Brave about having a worse art style. Then other things up in here. Okay, so I want this shape on the outside and don't want to worry too much about art styles, and I stuck a piece of styrofoam on the ground. I have a piece of styrofoam on the ground, and I put it there because this new desk was just slightly tilting to the side, and so I put styrofoam chunks that I just happened to have under the desk to fix it up like that. It keeps crunching under my feet. That you would think that it would be easy not to crunch the styrofoam. Surprisingly, no, it is not easy not to crunch the styrofoam. As we go through all of this, okay, going in here with that. Is that actually what I want to do for the hair? I mean, sometimes I see that for the hair. Nah, I guess I'll just make it go like this. So I have 2 desks and 2 powerful. I sort of almost have the option to have 2 desks because I'm actually surrounded by temporary tables. When I was doing the past streams, I just tilted this easel thing. Is the easel visible? I just tilted that thing fully flat so that it would be a table, and so I could sort of have 2 tables, but that one started, I don't know, creaking every time I try to use it. Creaking every single time I try to use it. There we go. And so I wanted to use it way less. Okay. Already gone for a snack. Be right back, parasocial besties. Nourishment upon you. Nourishment and birthdayness. That's 2 things. 2 things up in here. Do. As we go for additional hair. Yep. Kind of whiskery. Kind of going out in here. Going out in here. I don't know, I got stuff on my mind. Not sure where to start saying it. It's like nothing severe. Nothing too severe is going on in my mind, but I don't know. There's just stuff I'm thinking about. But I guess I'll talk about it sometime, but before that time, I got the topic suggestions from King Hijinks over here. It's scrolling in this very detailed comment. Okay, what are your favorite friendships in media? So that's a fun thing to consider. Favorite friendships, and I mean that first of all, I use the word media like that as well, but one time I asked someone a question, what's your favorite kind of media? And he didn't know how to answer that because he was like, oh, media like as in the news, because that's also how that word is used. But no, media as in a story, media as in medium, like video game or movie or TV show, the whole general thing. And one of my desks was for a drawing. I never drew on it. Oh, but if you draw right on the desk, it's a customizable dress. What? Dress? Where did that word come from? Desk. And the other one was for your PC, but I'm a bit silly, so I draw on the PC desk. And the PC desk also has a pile of unfinished drawings on it, right? There's so much that can be told from what piles up in your room. It really tells the story of your life, I think. It tells the story of your life. Wow, my sleeve keeps snagging on this desk. It's a stylish kind of desk, and I'm real grateful to have it. But I gotta say, I stabbed myself for the first time on this desk just today. Because it's so stylish, they made perfectly sharp corners. It's not rounded whatsoever for style points, and so I've got to watch out for this in my room now. The stylishness specifically. Okay, and we've got some of this going on in here, and drawing on black is kind of better than drawing on white. I might try it more often, right? Got to try different background colors. When I found out that artists generally they'll draw not on white, but on like an off-white, like a very light gray or very light tan. I started doing that more often, and I really appreciate that. Wow. Okay, so what are your favorite friendships in media? Hesitating for a second there, but definitely I guess the first one that comes to mind for some reason would be from the Legend of Korra Avatar sequel TV show. There's Bolin and Korra, and Bolin is kind of a classic himbo figure. Kind of the guy that people referenced a lot when the term himbo was first getting popular. Bolin and Korra up in there. They tried to date for a second, and then she broke his heart a little but then they still ended up, I don't know, talking through it, working through it, and being ride or die friends. And I'm like, have I seen that often? Have I seen that before? And then their personalities just vibe so well together. Korra is out there. She's proudly like a tough girl and stuff, not the most feminine. They have like a burping contest or whatever, and they're just they're the type of characters that are a riot to watch together, and I really like that for them. And I was paint XN on there. You can change your background color, so I usually use a pretty little pastel color because yes, yeah, pastels are great. Pastels are awesome stuff. Is that an entire grass and ground and tree and sun made of Marcy on canvas 4? There's truly Marcy takeovers going on. My goodness, there's an entire Marcy land over there. As I go through these things, okay, how would I want this collar to be? Goes all the way up. Well, all of these lines are sort of going over each other now. And all of this stuff is going on. Okay. Here's a collar. Here's the collar of a very stylish jacket. Oh my goodness. Well, now I'm just now realizing that due to the pose that I've chosen, I won't get to see the whole cool coat. I mean, that's what makes this look very put together, I think. Very put together indeed. The strongest element of this randomly generated picrew up in here. Okay. A little bit of a thing up in there. There is a Marcy planet. And then what else have I got for favorite friendships? I don't know, because like friendships in media, friendships in stories and stuff are definitely underappreciated. That's what I think. Underappreciated, and they fall by the wayside when people I don't know, they get overshadowed by romantic relationships all the time, I think. So it's worth considering. And okay, one of my favorite friendships is in the comic Aliceed. And we got Saraf Lynn Clark. Well, hello to you. Hi to you, and welcome. Whether it's your first time stopping by, or if you've been here before, this is a small little stream, and so whatever is on your mind can be the topic. Anything, and I'll try to address it. I mean, people have tried to put drawing requests in here too. However, I am the world's slowest at drawing, so I don't often get to the requests if they happen when they happen. And I like to embarrass myself by looking at my old drawings from back when I was a cringy gremlin, and then I go, oh, thank the heavens, my art style changed so much. You gotta appreciate your progress for sure. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, topic can be anything. Right now, topic that I happen to be talking about, but you can change the topic if you wish, is favorite friendships in media. There's this webtoon that I really like to read, Aliceed. It's called that because the main character has combination electricity and speed powers. They're just going so fast, going around, and and the friendships in that, it's like the context is that all of these people with powers and stuff, they're all from a very cutthroat world, and so they don't usually make friends or care about each other or care if they live or die or look out for each other whatsoever. And then here's this little ray of sunshine that comes into their lives who likes to look after cats, and being around a cat has a way of letting people's guard down. And so Aliceed is sort of this story of naturally fighting a lot of enemies who are increasingly just more and more powerful. It's one of those anime type stories where there's always a more powerful enemy. But besides that, it's about cracking open people's hearts. Okay, that's the most painful phrasing I could have chosen. It's about getting into people's hearts and into their lives and mattering to them. And so the friendships in that comic make me smile every single time. Some of my favorites are in there. Just it sort of functions on the same principles as writing any kind of relationship. You just find ways to show that you care. Okay, and sounds like a cool cat. I can relate. I have this very old edgy drawing of my old Sonic OC, one of my first original characters to get named Sylvie. It's a good name. She's the OC that I get my user from. I was proud of it, but now I cringe. That's, I don't know. It's good that you were writing down earlier ideas though, because I don't know, you might come back to it later and be like, oh, I can think of a new way to make this work. Will it be cringe with my new skills? I don't know. That's the thing about very early original character ideas. Where we check in drawn for. Oh, and what's the name of the webtoon? Eliseed. Wait. Okay, I'll write that down really quick in the spelling. it's I don't know if it's meant to be spelled out loud. Eliseed. Okay, like that. Okay, hopefully that's nice and visible as we go over to the other canvas. Oh my gosh, that's a truly, whoa, my phone is falling down. That's a truly detailed amount of Marcy woos. What's the plural of Marcy woo? Marcy's woo? The sun is made of Marcy with the different points being the Marcy cape. Am I actually destroying my shirt a little on the corner of this sharp desk? Oh my gosh. An entire tree made of Marcy's. The entire sky is just a crowd. That's, imagine if you will for a moment. The sky is a crowd of people, and the people are all you, and the world is you. Oh, I don't like that idea, but I think Marcy can handle it. And Sylvie used to be just a cringy Mary Sue, and now she's just a tired college student. Whoa. Character development. And then when a character is developed like that, then I think it ends up like having more depth or something. I mean, that's one idea, more depth, going from one state to another. And I'm playing Pokemon Violet, and you got a shiny just now. Oh my gosh, I've never tried to play Pokemon, but I mean, even I know that's a stroke of luck. That's I don't know, maybe we've shared some luck up in here, shiny type of luck, as we discuss characters named Sylvie and bask in awe of the sheer Marcy woo of here, of the Marcyverse, the Marcy woo, the Marcy coo. Oh my gosh, puns to be made about that. Am I cramping my face from going through this? Okay, so we got Inuyasha over in the corner. Inuyasha corner. There we go. There we go. What rewatching Inuyasha does to a person. Also, strange compliment time, but I like your handwriting, Kai. It's quite neat up in here. And has anything changed on the rest of the canvas? Oh. It's drawings turning out well as I as I try to undertake the challenge, but can I undertake the challenge? I don't know. I've decided on actually quite a strange pose, so I don't know how it is. And we've got, I usually call her Fox Sylvie, since I got a lot of OCs named Sylvie. And oh yeah, Fox Sylvie has an adoptive son who's the literal spawn of Satan, so there's that. You know, some things that are traditionally considered edgy or cringe, I don't know. I think that's a part of being true to yourself and making art that matters. You just pick the coolest things that you can think of and put them all into the story. That's something that, I don't know, kid artists who are just starting out, I don't know, get discouraged from. I think they get they get discouraged about being too cringe or not too cringe, and then you stop making art that you find actually appealing and stuff like that. Okay, so it looks like I've decided on some leg going on. We got Kyle here with the thank you. No, thank you. That's okay. What's the best response to a thank you? Probably Uno reverse. If somebody ever tries to give you a compliment, refuse. That's advice that I have heard. That's like trying to split the bill with Asian relatives, or maybe it's a certain cultural thing. Well, now this is an entirely other thing that I'm talking about. Splitting the bill is a little bit like refusing a compliment, which is a little bit like a little song and dance. Well, when you dine out with Asian relatives, you're supposed to commit espionage. That I know of. I think you're supposed to commit espionage in order to pay the bill before they do, and really commit really aggressive hospitality and not let them pay for your meal. That's how the story goes. That's how it's supposed to go, I suppose. Okay, did I draw the sleeve the way I wanted to draw it? Maybe not. We can draw it a little more like that. Wait, am I? Okay, I was too zoomed in. To know what was going on. Okay, we're drawing ourselves a slightly larger one. A slightly larger circle as we go. And we got... yeah, I'll still keep some of my comics I made as a child and refined it now, and it's getting a possible anime. So save those works, kids. Might be something there that Puce might actually like. That's exciting stuff to think about, right? Remix an idea, find value in it, because I don't know, all the things that people call cringe, are they cringe, or were they just created from a place of honesty and not caring what other people think? That's I start to get very anti-cringe. Anti-cringe as in anti worrying what other people think, I guess. And just pro holding on to those ideas. That's a very specific way to be. As I draw a bit of a wrinkly kind of shirt up in here, it looks like there's some kind of a detail, and is this kind of a sweater dress? That's pretty interesting sweater dress up in here. And we got tired college student and her lamb demon son, who's the descendant of Satan. I love them. She is tired. He's a little ray of sunshine. You gotta have contrast. Contrast creates intrigue, and you're certainly having some very contrasting and intriguing characters up in here. And we got, by the by, I love the little stubby eyebrows you gave the character. Oh yeah, I started out with very average, I don't know, long eyebrows, but I've practiced drawing stubby eyebrows just a couple of times, and then I realized that this randomly generated fellow had them over here as well, and I was like, oh, it's the time to bring that back out, the little things that count, and by little things that count, I mean your eyebrows. The kind of thing which we mean Okay, so there's kind of a shirt detail going on in there, and anti-cringe Naro. No acid can defeat the power of this base. I keep... Why does that make me want to think of other opposites or counterpoints to bass? Treble? But that's just phonetic. That's just the phonetic sort. As we appreciate the little eyebrows up in here and give a little sleeve. How much of a sleeve are we having up in here? This much of a sleeve, surely. Honestly, for some reason, this outfit is kind of reminding me of the TV show / book. Okay, TV show based on a book that I read entirely when I was, I don't know, younger. I guess in the 11 to 13 range. Mysterious Benedict Society. I guess on the friendship topic, that was a pretty nice friendship in there too. But okay, that Mysterious Benedict Society has 4 kids, and one of them is a little baby genius. She's such a genius, making such full sentences and everything that nobody knows she's a baby. They just think she's hella short. And so she goes on to a secret mission with nobody knowing that she's kind of actually a baby toddler person. Wow, I'm starting out on this hand, and it's kind of incorrect. Kind of incorrect as I start out on this hand. Are we getting a demand to surrender on the second Marcy canvas? My goodness. I used to be scared to do OCX canon, since I always heard people say OCX canon was stuff, but look at me now doing OCX canon religiously. It's just really fun, right? Life is too short to spend all your time making things for other people. OCX canon, it's maybe people look down on it because it's mostly just for one person, but that's wholesome sometimes. I've gotten called out to just now. I've gotten called out to in my house. Well, I'll just write a little note about that to my people who in my house, and I can't anymore. I was trying to say, people used to say OCX canon was bad. I gotta stop worrying at some point. Yeah, I like to just mentally throw up my raw ideas on the page and refine it so as to get going. Yeah, definitely fun stuff. Definitely a necessary part of the creative process. It's I appreciate when stories that I read are really well made and well thought out and unique and I guess appeal to some kind of deep human experience. I like all of that, but in making my own stories, I absolutely cannot worry about that from the start. I gotta get some messy practice out there. Okay, text a little message that I'm not quite done yet. And hey Felix Larios, hello to you. How are you doing on this middle of the week, this Wednesday? Personally, my school started up again, and I'm out here with a haircut. I want to find out ways to style it, but for now it'll just do what it does. How are you doing? And the silly in your profile picture, Sylvie as I call him, is non-canonically Sylvie epithet race boyfriend or best friend, nerd who tries to be mature and dumb and sunshine. Just fun stuff. And sometimes original character shipped with canon can be a real specific way to bring out things that you love about the character, like explore parts of their character that would not normally get explored. And can't wait to see the blue moon. Oh, is it is it gonna be a blue moon this month? Ooh, 2 moons in 1 month. I was looking out at the moon outside my window, and I wasn't sure if it was getting bigger or smaller. Okay, a little note. Still streaming. Almost done, I guess is the note. Almost done. Do 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 do. As we go through this. Okay, back. Sorry, cockroach emergency. Whoa, whoa. Did you live? Hegpie, did you live through the cockroach emergency? Did you live, or is the roach typing as you? No. And we got this Halloween, I'll dress as Marcy. Ooh, that's you've definitely got some fun options for that kind of cosplay. Like you could do that thing where you like stick make a fake sword and stick it on one side of you. Maybe, I don't know. And we got nobody died, he was just evicted. All right, banishment. That's another word for being evicted, I suppose. Banishment or eviction. Eat the roach before it eats you. I mean, other reaction. I mean, no, I mean, there's no comfortable way to respond to that. That's just quite the mental image. Okay, let's try to study these shapes. I should take a different approach sometime. Go a little faster with the drawings. And just curious, why are you wearing a wedding dress? Nah, this is just okay, to be fair, it's a little frilly around. But it's technically a shirt. And then furthermore, it's a shirt that's like a shorter kind of shirt. And so I don't know. Personally, I own some crop tops, but I think I don't do crop tops. I think I don't do them very much. I don't know. I could start a crop top phase sometime and just go all into it. Be like, hello world, here's my belly button, and it's gonna breathe, and it's gonna be free. I don't know. That's an option. But yeah, this is just a shirt. It's a shirt that I like, but it's made of some kind of real cheap material, and so I'm afraid of tearing it because I don't think you can repair it with cloth. I think maybe it's plastic, even though I like it, and you would have to like melt it back together or something, because I got this thing cheap, and or reconsider his place here once he pays rent. And living from the tragic infestation of 2023, it's really great to label life events so that they have more significance or dramaticism. Okay, maybe that's just something I would like to do more of it. And don't pay rent equals death. I can't spell anymore. Goodness gracious. You know, it does get just a little bit harsh. Just a little bit harsh of us to to impose the capitalisms on the bugs. We're imposing the capitalism on them. Okay, going from canvas to canvas. I'm actually wondering if I'm still properly connected. Yesterday, the chat did not connect that much. It actually disconnected. So am I for real having some kind of an issue up in here? I just gotta check this stuff out. And around. Surrender. I'll take over this project. My goodness, you're gonna take over all? My goodness, Marcy, you're really armed and dangerous. Defeated the evil. I don't even find him gross. It's about the principle, right? Even if you don't find a roach gross, it can really easily take over your house and your food supply and everything. Well, I hear they're very difficult to get rid of once you've actually got them. The C in cockroach stands for capitalism. Ah! I'm very excited that Jujutsu Kaisen comes back tomorrow, and the One Piece live action is too. Whoa, One Piece live action is tomorrow. I haven't even seen One Piece. I only see the secondhand news about it, and the secondhand news about it is enough to make me slightly nervous. It's like I guess I'm just hoping on behalf of all of the fans, not even behalf, hoping in sympathy with the fans, hoping that it turns out well. As we go through that stuff, I keep remembering how I'm the living embodiment of that stereotype that girls are scared of bugs. Ironic, since I'm not even a girl. Wow. Oh, it is kind of funny to pick up stereotypes. I was like trying to think of which stereotypes apply to me. I don't know. I don't entirely know. American and only speaking one language, maybe? American and eat burger? Wow, that's truly me when there's burger. That's okay. We got, if there was a live action Amphibia, you should definitely be the live action Marcy. Wow. Well, now this is extra motivation to see it. It seems like just from looking at things, seems that I look slightly different, but I don't know. From descriptions of personality that I've seen, despite not seeing the show, I think we've probably got a slightly similar personality. that would be a easy to get into character kind of thing, maybe. Okay, kind of thing. I've seen like 113 episodes of One Piece, but I need to take breaks because it's so long. Oh my gosh. I've heard that. Okay, that's actually like a comic kind of thing that I read lately. It's like people can't get into One Piece because it's very long, but then that's sort of the appeal of it. It's like the same way that One Piece is very long. Dark Souls is very difficult, and so it's just something that you gotta be prepared for, something that you gotta accept when you're getting into it. Okay, what kind of thingies are in here? What kind of appendage am I looking at? Yep, these kind of appendages. I think, okay, now it feels like every single stream I try to figure out how to draw hands while talking, while having a conversation at the same time. I will say it can get just a little bit, perhaps, just a little bit repetitive, so maybe, I don't know, maybe I should change it up for streams. Maybe I should change it up just a little. And we got the only thing I can praise past Sylvie for is the fact he once started randomly doing Sonic impressions, and now I'm kind of an up-and-coming voice actor. I mean, yeah, that just sounds like an awesome life story. I honestly, I want to learn how to do a deeper voice or something like that, some kind of trick or hack that can have me voicing my original characters, because I've got some original characters with a deeper voice, and I don't know. It's an option to look for a voice actor to do the range of voices that I cannot do, but at the same time, I'm not making money, and so that's unfair. That's unfair to look for a voice actor and be like, would you do this? No pay though. No, I can't do that. Can't be that person. Cannot be that person. As we go through this stuff, I'm actually shocked you haven't seen Amphibia yet. I gotta say, you haven't seen it too? It's been out longer than yet. Owl House. Wait, then you're saying this stuff based on the secondhand information as well. So we're just having a full-on secondhand information conversation, just gaining the essence of Marcy Wu through osmosis, through other people's posts, just figuring out what the Marcy Wu is about. That's so funny. I mean, it I've heard that I've only heard good things about Amphibia, just that it's got a chill kind of first season and then gets more actiony and wait, 1 minute left till you're 22. Oh my gosh. Wait, so it's a countdown. Wait, when was that sent? Or we're on the countdown now. On the countdown now. On the birthday stuff. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, a bit less soft spoken, but otherwise similar in vibe. I'm glad to give out vibes. And we go this way a little bit more. And it's a happy birthday. Yeah. Okay, so I'm definitely winding down the stream. You know what? For time management reasons, I guess I'll just close this down in 5 minutes. Just close this down in 5 minutes. I'm getting word from authorities that I'm officially born. It's confirmed. My goodness, you're confirmed as birth. What's like a second type of happy birthday song? Joyous birthday upon you. It's the time. It's the day. It's the have celebration. And congrats on getting born, indeed. Team effort. Okay. Is there any way that I can make something? Whenever I try to do line art, it feels like I'm sort of a slow line art maker, and by the end of it, I don't really have anything to show for it. So what can I do that is a little bit faster? What can I do? I just noticed the Among Us t-shirt up in there. I don't know. Guess I could color this stuff maybe. 22 years of team effort. 22 years. Would Magma tell me if I lost connection, I wonder? Would it tell me if I lost connection as I try to color this thing? Okay, what else is on my mind? Oh yeah, this semester, for classes at this whole community college thing, I'm taking a Tagalog language course with my mom and my brother, and so that's basically the whole family except for my father, who is the native speaker among us. Okay, that's a real phrase. It's a real phrase to say, among us. But the game has sort of corrupted it just a little bit. Okay, I'm trying to put a frosting on here. And sometimes I wish I could get born. Sadly, I'm still a fetus. That's how it goes sometimes. In the life, in the world. You're still a fetus, despite your best efforts. Feeting around. Wow, that got gross very quickly. It's actually crazy. Hit by, the exact time of your birth. Even better that you celebrated on the stream and I wasn't late. I am also reeling from the coincidence. I've stopped streaming every day now, but here we are. The perfect timing, the perfect coincidence. Going up in here. Wow. And I don't know, do I have out everything that was on my mind? Well, I guess I want to say things on my mind, so I guess I'll just try to say them as quickly as possible. That it's very unique to try to learn a language with my family members. My mom keeps trying to get native speaker tips from my dad, but she said the same sentence too many times in a row. She kept repeating the same practice sentence for approximately 2 days, and then she tried to have me say the practice sentence because it's a practice sentence that I have to turn in for homework, and so I actually need to say it. But she tried to have me say it while making eye contact with my dad, and eye contact is a totally separate skill, so I couldn't do it, and I started sweating like a lot. Sweating and also trembling. things that you can do, things that you have an option to do. And I know the exact time because if I was born 3 minutes later, me and my twin sister would have been born on a different day. That's that's oh my gosh. Wait, so you were born on the same day, but just barely. That's a fun story. Does oh my gosh. You almost could have been twins with different birthdays. That would cause me to remember my exact time of birth too, I think. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think I have reached the time that I want to reach as I try to, I don't know, add to this cake a little. I don't know. Okay, I mean this kind of imparts a flavor onto it, whereas before it could have been absolutely anything, but now it's like these specific flavors. But I don't know, you can imagine whatever is going on in here as I complete a little cake. That Boyo has drawn and gone away from. And okay, that shall be the end of this stream. I hope I answered topic suggestions pretty good. Oh yeah, I can't believe I almost forgot Man Greg from Night in the Woods. That's some ride or die, friends. Honestly, King Hijinks with the topic suggestion. I know you're not into Avatar and stuff, but Korra and Bolin from the sequel series, they're not a focus, but they have a slightly similar vibe because it's like it's MF friendship where one party is queer. Is that the word for that? I've mixed it up because both May and Greg are part of Alphabet Mafia. I've totally gotten myself confused around here. Okay, thanks for celebrating me. And something I find funny is that all my family speak English pretty well, and you speak better than your fam, except your mom, who never really learned English. Whoa, you can play whatever English songs you like then with no restraints, maybe, is the type of power that you have. Okay, so that's wow. Okay, sleeves catching on everything. That's a neat thing to note for this kind of new desk setup. And thank you guys all for being here for a wise quote to end off the stream. Let's go for something like chipmunk voice. 1, nothing wrong with me. 2, nothing wrong with me. 3, nothing wrong with me. This is affirmations. This has been positive affirmations from a good quote, and I hope you all have a good day. And for you, Head Pie, a good birthday. That's okay. It ends in the center of the screen. I'm tripping over myself. Going.